As artificial intelligence continues reshaping the way we live and work, experts say protecting the technology is becoming just as important as developing it.
This month has brought celebrations across the district all month long. Here at North Hall, DC Rawhides is wrapping things up with a sweet Southern send-off. This weekend, Washington, D.C. transformed into a UFC cage fight as fans flood the city for one of the summer's most anticipated fights. The excitement could be felt everywhere, from fan festivals to friendly bets on this year's 250th Freedom.
From the phone in your hand to the medical equipment used to save everyday lives, many of the products we rely on travel through one of the busiest waterways in the world, the South China Sea. Foreign policy experts from around the world gather in the nation's capital to discuss what's next as tensions in the region continue to rise. Prosperity isn't measured by only how much money a country makes. Experts gathered here in Washington say political freedom and economic opportunity and trust in institutions all play a major role in determining how well societies thrive.
Some Jazz in the Garden is about the music, but here in D.C. also became a cultural ritual. Part picnics, part fashion show, part networking mixer, and some parts of summer escape. Tonight, thousands gathered, not just to hear jazz, but to experience the vibe.
The National Museum of Asian Art in Washington, D.C., centuries of history meant the sounds of Caribbean, Latin, and Indian-inspired music beneath the sky. What could have been a quiet museum visit transformed into a cultural experience centered on art, movement, and community. As I stand in front of the Marshall L. Davis African Heritage Cultural Arts Center, we welcome Black History Month with tribute to and Harry Moore, two courageous civil rights activists whose lives were tragically taken for standing up for justice. Today, we honor their legacy with a preview of the film, The Price for Freedom, starring Mario Van Peebles, along with expert insights, powerful performances, and an art gallery tribute. Come take a look as their resilience continues to shape the African American experience. At the Marshall L. Davis Cultural Arts Center, history came alive as students from across Miami-Dade gathered to honor the legacy of two fearless civil rights pioneers, Harriet and Harry T. Moore.
The stories that we need to save most are the ones in which blood was shed for the sake of advancement for Black people. And that's what happened. Every time I go to a grave, including the Moors, I want to cry, but I don't. So sadness, respect, appreciation, and the will to make sure that the stories remain.
I'm at Anson Park, one of many locations where visitors can experience the Maya Angelou AI Immersive Digital Exhibit. In collaboration with the Cage Bird, CMG Group, 11 Labs, and FIU Dreams program, this experience brings her powerful words of wisdom and legacy to life. Welcome to Dr. Maya Angelou AI Experience, a revolutionary fusion of augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and history, bringing Angelou's powerful words to life in a new and immersive way. As visitors step into this unique digital world, they're immediately transported into an interactive AR experience that celebrates Dr. Angelou's immersive contributions to literature and civil rights.
Hello and welcome.
One of the exhibition highlights the Dr. Angelou AR Digital Quarter experience. Here, visitors can virtually hold the U.S. quarter that honors Angelou, first African-American woman to be featured on a coin connecting with history through their own hands. This digital interaction allows guests to reflect on Angelou's legacy in a deeply personal way, all while surrounded by the beauty of the park. Next, visitors step into the Cage Bird immersive experience, where an augmented reality bird cage appears before them. Inside, they are surrounded by the evocative imaginary of Angelou's icon Cage Bird poem.
Orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky.
A true icon, may her voice inspire you to rise, dream, and create change in your own way. I'm Dawn Boothe with Kaplan News. With cities constantly evolving, new developments bring growth, opportunity, and investment. But for many, change also raises concern. How do we preserve the culture and identity of a neighborhood while planning for its future? I spoke with a principal for urban design. Now let's take a look at planning through applications like the Latisse program. Behind every neighborhood is a vision. As cities continue to evolve, planners face the challenge of preparing communities for the future while preserving the character that makes them unique.
We are, in a way, a very humanist profession, in the sense that we need to know a little bit about health. We need to know a little bit about architecture. We need to know a little bit about social structures.
City of Miramar kicks off its annual turkey drive here at the Regional Miramar Park, where families are getting provided the essential needs and goods to make this year's Thanksgiving feast special.
Oh, we're super happy we're getting our turkey today.
For many of the volunteers and workers, this drive isn't just about giving out food. It's about coming together as a community and making the holidays a little brighter for everyone.
Working in the community means I have first-hand information as to what is happening. I see residents in their environment and connect to them as humans, so I love that. We're doing it because we love it, and so it's a family. It's a family working together.
Organizers say the turnout is higher than previous years as rising prices and delays in assistance programs push more families to seek support this holiday season.
We are doing this because we know the need in our community. And although we know it takes a lot from our staff and our partners, everyone, to bring something like this together for the community, we know the importance of it. And that is why we know we have people out there online for food distribution, because we do have issues of food insecurity here in our city. And this is how we are addressing it, along with additional food drives that we intend to have moving forward.
The crew has been here from about 6 this morning, and it takes a lot of work in terms of planning and doing the logistics of it, and then just managing the traffic flow. And I'm thankful to the staff, especially the Parks and Recreation Department, that they come out here early and work so hard to make this happen. Right now, especially just within the government shutdown, we have so many families hurting. And I mean, food insecurity is one of the major issues in our communities. And the city is always willing to help the residents of the city of Miramar. And whatever it takes, we're going to make it happen.
We love events like this. It goes a long way.
And that wraps up a successful drive for the families here in Miramar. The workers say things like this is what makes them show that they're doing exactly what they were elected to do. They're happy to see the families fed and walking away with smiles on their face. I'm Dawn Boothe, reporting for Kaplan News.